Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T, be funneling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing out. It's plain to see. The morning scheme is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game, it's sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated and listen to the picks. And it goes a little something like this.
And a pleasant good morning to you from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is the Morning Steam Show for Tuesday, June the 4th. Good morning and welcome as we preview our sports betting day. It's going to be a big, big day. NBA fight. No, not just yet. The Stanley Cup. No, not yet. We'll have Major League Baseball tonight and WNBA action as well. So that's what we're going to focus on here in the early stages of June, getting ready for the summer, but we're ready for our finals here. What do you think? You want to make some picks for the finals? I'll take the Dallas Mavericks against the Boston Celtics plus $1.75. I like that. What do you guys think here? Let me get straight here. I'm going to take Dallas to win the series, and I'm already on Florida, as you might know, to win the Stanley Cup. So I think I'm pretty much set with the Panthers. I want to say hello and welcome to the team of Chat All-Stars, Team Steam, rolling in here today. Let's see who's here. And we have Joseph Thompson here. He's ready for some tennis action we've already seen today. Iga just destroyed Vondrasova here just moments ago. I think it was 6-love, 6-1. And Coco Gauff, a winner against Ons Jabeur. They'll meet in one women's semifinal. We know the matchup. Iga has won 10 of the last 11 matches against Coco. But Joseph was asking about upcoming matches today. Let's see what he said, actually. Let me get back on that. Not today, but tomorrow. And I did end up taking Casper to win the tournament. So a little bit of we're close, and I thought it was time to jump in here. And the way that Joker kept getting closer, right? Closer and closer. That last match was crazy for Novak when he took that spill. Got a little dirty. Even some communication with his coaches. So maybe that run ends for Joker here at the French. Would love to see him get it, but we'll see tomorrow. I want to take Casper Ruud tomorrow in that one. Still to come today over at Roland Garros, just about to begin here, I believe, and just underway here at top of the hour. And Yannick Sinner 2-1 over Grigor Dimitrov. I like Dimitrov there to stay within I think he can stay within the game spread. It might be 5.5 games. I like Dimitrov to maybe hang in there. Sinner's been awesome, no doubt about it. Maybe Grigor can summon up a little bit of that veteran stamina here a little bit against Sinner. I mean, it could be overwhelming, but Sinner's such a big price. I had to find a way to get involved with Dimitrov. Later on, Tsitsipas and Alcaraz. I'll try to maybe take Tsitsipas plus maybe 5.5 games as well. I might try to take these dogs. Alcaraz, we'll see. Does he get tired with that elbow in a match against Tsitsipas? And Thomas, hello, good morning, and welcome. Justin, here's Dre. Peasy's here on the ones and twos, as a man once said. Chad's here today. And Twisted, yeah, that was too bad about ECU losing that game yesterday. Stunned, left those fans stunned yesterday. How'd it go for you guys in college baseball tournament games yesterday here? I thought we had mixed results actually down to the 4 games yesterday, but still all low scoring games, really, if you think about it. What's expected of these college games. Chad's got his plays. Let me see if I can challenge it up and let him go here with the mid. No, we're on. No, can't do that. And he's got a first half in there with the Liberty, and he's got the Storm -7. So I don't think there's a Chad challenge in there. I'll preview the games here at the end of the show, but I've already put in 2 premiums totals tonight, and that's where I've been hitting the premiums, I believe. And I've already done my videos with my previews today. I'll just rehash them here on the show. Probably got the 2 premiums here, and let's start it off with some steam. As we get rolling, I see some just coming across the high-speed sports wire right now, and let's see what game it is. It's the Dodgers and the Pirates, and the total's moving over. What's going on here? Dodgers and Pirates. Are you going to create a little value for the underman here today in this one? I don't know just yet, but it does seem like a pretty popular move here with the Dodgers game. Right now, it was 7.5 when the Sharps decided to get involved, and now we do have an 8 flat at Bovada. 8 under 15 at a book here in Vegas. So this one's on the move right now. Dodgers with Glass now. Pirates with Jones. The total's moving over here. Dodgers big favorite. $1.95 or so today against the Pirates. But that steam coming in here early, and it is on the over. So if you were liking the over, you might want to get it now. But interesting move to me. I don't think I was going to play the total here on the show like you might think with the Dodgers. Who else is here? Want to see? Twisted, talking college baseball. We know our matchups now for those super regionals, the ones we didn't know yesterday. We know now Kentucky and Oregon State, Florida State, of course, now, and Connecticut. Wow. And what else was there? Let's see. It was I should get these right here. Let's see. Art Thompson's here today. And Chad's got a totals play here. I'm going to write this one down. Maybe if I already seen some support for this move, but I've got to write down Chad's play here on this one because I was looking at that game. My other totals are the premiums in the other game, so don't forget to take note of that. Here's Dre likes the Celtics, and we had another one. Twisted likes the Mavericks. So, and Luis is here today. Dre likes the Celtics. Fernando, he'll find some sports to bet on. And here's Dave. He's worried about, Padres might have made a bad deal there. Baseball, they're kind of, I don't know. We'll see what the positions are in baseball now. We've seen probably every sport now get touched a little bit. And I think it should be reasonable when it comes to what Major League Baseball does. I don't think there should be a one hard, fast rule. Because a lot of times they're really just not betting enough money to that it doesn't make a difference, and you're not betting on your own team. So, rules are rules, but they should be. And here's the thing, right? I mean, they could get over on someone, but who's really going to have large enough limits among ball players, unless you're betting with Ipe. Unless you got Ipe's bookie or something. Want to say hello to Grip Nitty here today as well. Justin, North Carolina. Thank you, Justin, North Carolina over LSU. Got one ticket still alive. Two tickets still alive, actually, for the national championship. And I might be looking to add one more, but right now I do have Virginia. I do have North Carolina holding on to some futures tickets here in the NCAA tournament. Stop Geo here today, ready to roll. I'll go over to Tony'sPicks.com and see who did well on the site yesterday. I could just only manage a 500 performance myself with some baseball unders yesterday. I think it was on 4 unders. Typical. But I want to see who is hot. Over at Tony'sPicks.com, use the promo code TonyT at checkout, save 20%. Let's take a look at everyone here. Ben Ruhala. Right. Well, Ben played some favorites. What do you know? He was 3-0 yesterday. Sean Dinwiddie, 4-1 yesterday. 2 old ladies that bet consensus, 3-1. Ron Crawford, 3-1. Tiffany Mance, 3-1. Brandon Check, 2-1. Scott Doubles Shooty, 2-1. Tony T, 2-1. Solo Malone, 1-0. Steve Duncan up there, 4-3. Ron Hahn, 3-2. CJ Sturgeon, 3-2. And Mindy Hahn, also a winning day. Where am I? Last 7 days, it's Ron Hahn up there. Great job, Ron. Near over 70%, 13 3/4 units over the last 7 days. Brandon Check back with the team here. He's got 10-6 plus 465 last 7 days. Hollywood Sam plus 4.5 units. 2 old ladies that bet consensus rolled with some dogs. They're up there. And Daniel Walasachuk up there, 3.5 units. Last 30 days, Ron Hahn, nearly 14 units of profit. Danny Dimes, nearly 13 2/3 units of profit. Jerry Lewis, nearly 12 2/3 units of profit. Daniel Walasachuk, 10.5 units of profit. And Tony T, up 8 1/4 units of profit. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine here on Tuesday. I'll be loaded up. Already got 2 plays in WNBA for the action on Tuesday night. Commissioner's Cup action continues, and I got plays right now. Check them out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Get my premium pick packages, season-long packages, or individual day packages. Once I add some baseball here, probably going to be looking at probably a 7-pack, I would think, today with this baseball and WNBA action, maybe even 1 or 2 more. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages. You can always check out my latest results, good or bad. They're always up there at Tony'sPicks.com. It's third-party graded. We got nothing to hide, certainly, and I'm proud to be part of the team. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com. Grab that 3-day sports pass. It'll get you through Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Get you rolling into the weekend with all my premium picks here at Tony'sPicks.com. All right. Let's get over to a few more comments and get rolling with the show today. And Grip likes the Dallas Mavericks. All right, looks like Dave had some winning there yesterday. Maybe he's found the betting app there. All right, Chad, thanks for stopping by. And Thomas, ready to roll with the picks. Let's get going with the show today. See if we get some steam. We're not going to have any college baseball steam. We're just going to talk about the games. We got no hockey, no hoop. We just got to go right to baseball. And we'll start at the top of the card with the Brewers taking on the Phillies here. It's Colin Ray going up against Christopher Sanchez. Some of the books might not have Ray out there listed yet. Makes me think that Could the Brewers have an opener here today, like we saw yesterday? Right, when you see those pitchers get not scratched, they're just their name is removed because they end up with we saw Koenig in there, and then we saw, as an opener, we see these guys get openers here usually when they're not listed. So we'll see. But Colin Ray expected here today, with Philadelphia favored by $1.60, $1.65 or so total here, between 8.5 over 20, mostly 9 under 20, I'd say at this point. And if they want to give me a 9, that might be enough to take me to Underland. Let's see how this one matches up today with Sanchez. Glass now with Ray, 4.7 ERA in his last 3 starts. Sanchez has been very, very solid. 2.03 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Phillies have gone under in 3 straight starts with Sanchez. He has a 2.45 ERA in 2 appearances against Milwaukee. Meanwhile, Colin Ray is 0-2 in 4 starts against Philadelphia. The Phillies have won 4 of their last 5 games coming in. They've gone under in 9 of their last 11. Here's Justin on the over here. And here's, he'll take it over 8. He'll take it over 9. And Thomas, I'm wearing my Thomas Lewis shirt here. He's got the Phillies. I can't make it quite look like, I got to have the idea of the hat, Let's see. Dave says he had the Phillies yesterday. He'll probably roll them here again today. Dre, Philly, and over. You just can't stop these Phillies right now. Even if you're the Brewers. You're the Brewers, one of the best teams in the league right now, and they just got beat by them too. Beat by them again. So, well, Dave's going to take the Phillies. Dre's on the Phillies. Angelo's Aries on the Phillies. So I'll probably take the total. We'll let you guys take the Phillies. They're only $1.65 here. That might be enough. But I'll take the under with these 2 pitchers. You figure, as I said, Milwaukee's been going over for sure, but Phillies staying under here, and they're at home. So give me the Phillies. And what's Thurman Hill's up to? I don't know what he's up to, if he fell over on his keyboard, or maybe that's my score. It was -0. But I'll take the under in this one. All right, Dodgers and Tyler Glasnow going up against Jones, the impressive rookie of the Pirates here. But the Pirates are big underdogs, man. The Dodgers, huge favorites here against the Pirates team. Yeah, they're not very good, but Jones has been having a good season. Maybe he's already starting to hit the rookie wall, though, with a 6.45 earned run average in his last 4 starts. The Dodgers have won 5 of their last 6 games. For Glasnow, he's 0-2 with a 3.75 ERA in his last 4 starts. Of course, the former Pirate, I guess, played there for a few years before, back in, must have been 6 or 7 years ago now, when Glasnow was with the Bucks. For Jones, the Pirates are 4-7 with Jones. They've gone over in 4 straight with Jones on the mound. The Pirates have also gone over in 17 of their last 23 games. And the Pirates also now, what are they? 7-6 in their last 13. So they're starting to get it back together a little bit here, but still, Dodger baseball, man. You'd figure they probably come in, and that's just so big of a price. And Jones has been good, man. Could they actually find a way to stay in this game and give me a run line? Dave's on the Pirates. That might work maybe I should do it here. Stop Geo is here today. He's got his play of the day in the chat. Check it out. It's on Tigers game later on. Darren's here today. Luis says, give me LA on the run line. They'll roll it again here. God, it just seems like such a high price. Dodgers run line for Thomas. Yeah, I mean, the run line's reasonable, but Stephen Downey here today. And Howard Hogan here today. R. Thompson's on the Pirates. So I think that's kind of cluing me in here. I'm going to take the Pirates on the run line, actually, is what I'm going to end up doing. Look, Dodgers are great. I know they're the best. Long live the Dodgers, but they're $2 favorites here on the road. The money line, the run line is at a pick 'em. So give me the Pirates here. I'll take a run and a half. And looks like Koenig. Let me take a look here and check something here. Okay. Oh man, how many innings did Koenig go yesterday? The line service is telling me he's going to open again today for Colin Ray, and I thought he pitched yesterday too, right? Yep. Let me check something here. All right. Yep. Just want to make sure of that. Yep. Koenig will start a second straight game here. So that happens. I've seen that before. So Koenig will open here, just like I was saying, right? With the game yesterday, Koenig did open. He pitched one inning, and he'll pitch probably one more inning today and open up here for Colin Ray. So Brewers doing a little opening thing, and R. Thompson's on the screen forever, probably wondering why am I on there. Thurman's going under, and the Braves. We'll get to some of those other games. Thank you, Thurman. And Grip Nitty coming to us from the Three River City. Here's some steam right now coming in. White Sox Cubs game moving under here currently this morning. It was 9, and let's see where we're headed right now in this one. Right now, the game between the Cubs and the White Sox, with Imanaga, of course, starting today. This one is moving lower here. I'm showing right now 8.5 over 20 at Circa here in Las Vegas. So still a lot of 9s out there, but it feels like this one could be moving lower. Flexen is pitching for the White Sox. So if you're interested, this one ticking lower right now, this might be your cue to take it. I'm not kidding when I do say that little saying, right? Just to keep reminding you, the line is probably not coming back when I kind of put some of that emphasis on it. So, yeah, well, Fernando, it's just breaking right now. Koenig is going to be opening here for Colin Ray. So, not that you won't see it here in a few minutes, but. And Dre, he's already ready to go for that game. Here we go. I've got my pick in. It's going to be on the Pirates here on the run line. All right, next up is the Royals taking on the Guardians. And a nice matchup here with Seth Lugo gambling on himself and might pay off for Lugo here in the matchup against the Guardians and Tristan McKenzie. Take a look at this one here with Lugo on the road. It's nearly a pick 'em right now. Yeah, Cleveland probably is going to be a little bit of a favorite, minus $1.15 or so. This total is mostly 8 flat here for sure. This one is taking a dive for some reason here today. I don't know if it's even, well, man. Yeah, it's mostly 8s here. I have it 8 over when I typed it in last night I'm going to call it mostly 8. I haven't even seen a report that there's been, big time steam on it necessarily, but I think it'd be safe to say that most of the lines, it could be 8/20. Maybe I'll put a little juice on there because it caught me by surprise that it had gotten so low. I don't even know if I like the under necessarily in this game today. There's mixed support here on it, but I'll investigate it maybe a little bit further later. I'm probably just more interested here. Let me take a look. Let's get your plays. I don't want to be wrong. It's Thomas on Kansas City. Here is Twisted. He says, I got to take Kansas City in the first 5 here. That's the way to play this one with the Royals. Take them first 5. All right. Well, I mean, you got Kansas City's Lugo. He's 9-1-2 in the first 5 this season for the Royals. So the Royals are 9-1-2 with Lugo, of course. And McKenzie 5-5-1. So Lugo, pretty much best guy in the league in 5 innings right now. And Justin said he got the 8.5. He did. And Justin and I killed some other college baseball game yesterday, I think, beating some total by beating some 2 runs, a CLV with Justin and I. Our Tomps here on the under in this one. So is Luis. Okay, you guys are on the under. You'd think if you guys are heavy on the under, you'd think I'd be leading the way. Fernando, maybe Royals first 5, not just Royals. Twisted says, I like that Guardians bullpen right now. Much, much better. You got, Guardians, maybe as expected, best bullpen in the league. And, Kansas City, they're not great in the bullpen. They're probably a bottom 10-ish team, I would say. Tyrone Christopher here, Kansas City money line for Dre. Pressure's on. Feel like I want to be right here in this one. For me, I'm probably going to bounce with the Royals here. It's close. This one is almost I got the dice coming. I got the die coming, Charles, for my indecisiveness. But here I will take the Royals. I'll roll here with, let's see, Angelo's got the Guardians. Darren's on the Royals, and Nathan's on the Royals. Good night, Munchie is here today, everybody. Good night, Munchie. Good night. Have I lost my mind? Tampa Bay and the Marlins. Tampa Bay on the road here, $1.20 or so, with Pepio going up here against the Marlins and Luzardo. Rays favored in the Battle of Florida. All right. Get my notes square on this one with Tampa and Florida today, 6:40 Eastern and 3:40 Pacific. Pepio hasn't been that good of late. Really, I don't know if he's really been that good since he's went to Tampa, but he's got a 6.17 ERA in his last 3 starts. He has won his last 2 starts on the road and didn't give up a run. So I don't know what's going on quite yet. A little bit of inconsistency here with Pepio, but does have a 1.5 ERA in 2 starts, a couple of wins for Pepio against Miami in his career. Of course, he was with the Dodgers. Tampa Bay's lost 9 of their last 13 coming in. They're also 6-13 in series openers. Luzardo's turned it around. He's got a 1.35 ERA in his last 3 starts. The Marlins have lost 4 of their last 6, and they've been shut out in each of their last 2 games right now. And they're just 5-14 in series openers. So what are you going to do with these guys? Luzardo's been okay against the Rays with a 2.81 ERA in 3 starts, but no wins to show for it. And here we go with Luis. He's on the Rays. Twisted's on the under, and I think I am too. I'm going to roll with Twisted. I think here in Twisted up with the Marlins. They've gone under in 9 of their last 12 games. Tampa Bay's gone under in 5 of their last 7. Grip Nitty's on Tampa. It's good to have Grip Nitty back on the team here today. Nathan likes the Marlins here in this one. And Fernando, Rays and over. Angelo on the Rays. A lot of support here for the Rays. Thomas, if you're out there, I don't know. Man, Luzardo's been good. Pepio, not so much, but I know the Rays are starting to play a little bit better. They're near 500 now. And of course, the Marlins are, you know, hitting at about 35%. So I'll go ahead and take the under in this one with Pepio and Luzardo. Next up, Mets and Nationals with Peterson against Williams. And they're going to have a pretty close matchup here at this point. Looks like Peterson and the Mets, maybe a slight favorite coming into this one. Hey, how about the Mets? I went with them yesterday, right, you guys? Somebody had to take. I was ready to jump back on the Mets yesterday. Also, premium pick winners yesterday for me. Padres Angels game under. That was a premium winner for me. Also, I had the Tigers and Rangers game to go under. We had some other winners on the show. Reds Rockies over. Giants Diamondbacks under as well yesterday. Let's take a look at this one here with the Mets and the Nats. Going to find pretty heavy support here, it feels like today, for the Nationals from handicappers on the interwebs. It feels like the Nationals with Williams, a 2.4 ERA in his last 6 starts, and Washington is 9-2 with Williams this season. For Peterson, he had his first start of the season, gave up 3 runs in 5 innings in his debut. The Mets lost that game. They've now lost 27 of their last 40 games currently for Williams. He comes in here with a 3.83 ERA and 8 starts against New York. Of course, he was with the Mets for a couple of seasons just a couple of years ago. The Nationals have lost 3 of their last 4. They've gone over in 6 of their last 7 games, but Williams has been an under pitcher, under in 5 of his last 7 starts. Mets have gone over in 5 of 6. Get your comments on the Mets and the Nationals. And Gerardo is here today. Nathan says Luzardo's done a nice job. How about Darren, though? Ready to roll with a little nerfy action here, it sounds like, with the Mets game. For the Mets, they've scored a first inning run in 17 of 60 games. That might be average or so. For Washington, they're 8 for 59. That's bad. Probably one of the worst in the league. Williams has allowed a first inning run in 2 of 11 starts. Twisted giving us the splits here. Says the Rays are hitting left-handed pitchers at home, but not on the road. Well, yeah, okay, I got it. Because you're going to certainly be able to see certain splits a little bit better. Let me see who's hot today in the batting matchup here, possibly with these two, because you're talking about these splits, and I might want to take a look at this one here. Yeah, it's an awful matchup for the Marlins for sure. Wow. All right. Well, we're on the Mets game anyways. I just want to take a look at that. Pepio is really good on the metrics, but the numbers aren't so hot. All right, here's Nats and under for Darren. Here's Twisted on the Nats money line. Thomas is on Washington. Dre is on Washington. Thomas says he's already found it to be the case to take Washington. I'll go the total then. You guys are obviously on, uh, on the Nats, and nothing I can say or do. I'm not, maybe not even giving it away necessarily at this point. I'll just probably pivot to the total so we can have a little bit of variety here on the show. You guys are obviously strong on the side here. I'll take the under with the Mets and the Nationals if it's 8.5. Let me take a look at that. Hey, there are some nines to be had out there, so that definitely has my attention. That has my attention for a premium, but it's too late now. I'll take the under. Let's have a good game with the Mets and the Nationals. I will say this: even though I'm giving out the under, and I'm Mr. Steam Chaser, the steam came in on the over here. I think that's why you're seeing that 9. But let's see, they took it at Mets, Nats at 8.5 over about an hour and a half ago, and that bumped it up to 9 at a few places. So, hey, I'm not chasing the steam in this one like I often do. I'll take the under here in this game, and Justin will join me. Finding that Justin and we click on a lot of games. Dave's got the Mets today. Pardon me, guys. Here's Twisted. And he likes that plus money. All right, Twins and Yankees. Hot game here. Hot, hot, hot. In this matchup here with Bailey Ober going up against Luis Gil. And the Yankees are going to be a pretty solid favorite here, about $1.65. Oh, man, that is a high price. But I think everyone's just, with Gil pitching, I think a lot of people are probably still going to try to find a way right now to get on to be on these Yankees. Hey, the Twins are great. I mean, the Yankees are awesome, playing awesome. We know, but the Twins have won 9 of their last 12. It's just that, man, handicappers are pretty strong. They're pretty overwhelming, actually, on the Yankees today. Wow. Gil is 6-0 with a .7 ERA in his last 6 starts. He's 5-0 at home currently. Yankees, they win for fun. They've won 23 of their last 30. They don't even know they're winning. They're so good. They're 18-8 at home right now. For Ober, he's been pretty fine, but has started to struggle a little bit here last few starts. 5.76 ERA in his last 4 starts. Minnesota's 3-1 on the road with Ober, and they are playing well. He just has a hard time settling down. He is kind of one of the Yurfiers, if you will. He's given up first inning runs in 5 of his 11 starts. He's never faced the Yankees before. Luis Gil got shelled by the Twins in his only appearance, giving up 5 runs in 6 innings against Minnesota. Your comments coming in for the Twins and the Yankees now. We have Justin. He's got the Yankees in this one to roll the run line, plus money. I mean, the Yankees they're very, very popular today. I'll tell you, and man, I was surprised because the Twins are playing well. Yeah, Ober is struggling here. Anybody just do we want to get on that chalky right now? I mean, look, I already took the Phillies, as I said, at 12-1 to win the World Series several weeks ago now. We're here on the air. But what about the Yankees, Phillies, World Series exacta? You guys willing to go very, very chalky on that? You can still maybe get a tolerable price. So you can, you tying up some money. I think Dave, though, he loves the Yankees, but I think he's saying to go over in this one. I'm going to go against Dave here, I think. Well, look, I hope he doesn't think I'm singling him out here, but I'm going to go under in this one with Ober and Gil. Gil, though, I'll tell you what. Look at his first five too. I know you guys probably know. Gil is 10-1 in the first 5 innings so far this season, and Luis Yankees still own the Twins. They might as well call Minnesota Yankee Stadium West. But this one's in New York tonight. Dre's got a homer for Solo. Yep, yep. Great team chemistry. I'm surprised because you've got Soto on the team. You'd think that they would be a disaster, but maybe for a rich team, that's the type of situation he needs to be in. So Solo needs to be on a rich team with a bunch of superstars. That's the way he is. He can't be a leader. He needs to be on behind a guy like Judge. Yankees team total over for Joseph here. And Darren wants a first 5 under. Yankee Twins have gone under, by the way, in 15 of their last 20 games. Over's gone under in 7 of 10. Yankees trending over a little bit. They can hit. That's a very technical handicap there. Okay, now we might have one where maybe a little bit of question mark. In fact, let me see who we got here. If we can get the Blue Jays starting pitching here today. I think we got Bubba Francis in here. What's his name? Don't call me Francis. Okay, 170 and 8.5 under 20. It looks like. There we go. Okay, I got the game written in here with the Orioles and the Blue Jays. Okay. Yeah. So looks like we'll have Bowden Francis in here. I don't call him Bubba. Bowden Francis maybe get the start here in this one for the Blue Jays. He is likely to pitch. Activated from the disabled list, and he'll come on in here. He's trying to maybe get that fifth starter spot here for the Blue Jays here. If he gets a good performance here, maybe it will be his spot for a while. That's what the hubbub there is right now in Toronto. But he'll be facing an Orioles lineup here. Obviously, Orioles going to be favored on the road. You got awesome Corbin Burns, a 1.44 ERA. In his last 4 starts, Baltimore's won 9 of the last 11. Toronto's won 9 of their last 15. I don't think that Bowden is necessarily Bowden Francis is necessarily an opener here. I mean, it feels like he is going to be, getting the work here in this matchup. Let me see a little bit here if I can get some extra numbers on Bowden Francis. Here, let's see what his matchup looks like anyway. I just don't have enough good numbers here with Francis to really. I mean, there is sample certainly. Toronto's gone over in 6 of their last 7 games at home. For Burns, Orioles are 8-4 with Corbin Burns on the mound right now. The Orioles are also 17-8 on the road. Let's see here. Let me get your comments here. Twisted, thank you for your plays here in this one. And Joseph talking about the Yanks there. King of Mount Castle here for Justin. Our Tops likes Jays to take this one. Ron says Baltimore. Ron's here today, everybody. He's on the Baltimore run line. Luis is going under. Dave says I'll try Baltimore with Burns here. Solo O's team total over. I wonder if Solo. Let me see here. Here's I want to say Solo, our newest handicapper is nicknamed Solo. Maybe that's you. I don't know. Let me know. but Solo's been around with me for so long, I'd be floored if that was the case. Solo's part of Team Steam here, no doubt about it. But our new capper here at Tony's Picks goes by the nickname Solo, from what I saw on the video or on the profile. So, anyways, here we go. I better make. Oh, it is. Oh my God, that's awesome! Oh my God, I'm so excited now. All of a sudden, all this time. And now it just occurred to me. Now, granted, he's only been on the site for a week or so, I think, but that is so sick. I'm so excited. Solo, awesome. Dre's on the O's. I felt awkward saying that. I'm like, it probably isn't. And I'll just say it right now. But that is great. So just want to do, let's go. Let's should we do? Let's just. In fact, I don't know if Solo was here the other day when we, kind of mentioned that, right? When I saw the name on the list of cappers, and I saw Solo also with uh, some videos over there with the OG network. So check it out. Check out Solo's picks. He's on a winning streak already. Great job there, and you can pick up Jonathan's top play here today as well. And welcome. Thank you. And hopefully we'll get on there with, we'll see Solo also with Tony, but we saw him over on the OG network. All right, here we go. Let's get, yeah, now I can't say Juan Solo, because then now Jonathan might think I'm kind of, because I'm kind of saying that Soto's such a selfish player. I'm glad it's all working out for him in New York, but okay, did I make a play? I better make a play with the Orioles game. And I was just making sure, Francis, I wasn't really ready to roll necessarily in this one, but I'm going to take the under, of course, with Baltimore and the Blue Jays today. And let's move on with the Braves taking on the Red Sox here. And you've got Max Fried on the road here, $1.65 or so, and the total maybe sitting at 8. Got Red Sox here with Cutter Crawford in this one. We are seeing a little bit of movement here on the total for sure. Seems to be trending over, not necessarily widely reported steam yet. There is steam right now, though, coming in on the Los Angeles Dodgers. These are always the tough ones, you guys. If you want the Dodgers today, like so many people will, now is really the time. I mean, yeah, we say on some of these, oh, this one's moving, here's the steam. But when you're talking about the teams like the Dodgers, $1.90 quickly becomes sometimes 240 if that thing gets rolling right. Now the most we're seeing right now is 210 at a book. I'm showing 210 as the highest, but when you're talking about a Dodger team that opened as low as $1.77, and here comes the steam right now. If you like the Dodgers, now's the time. I already said I'm taking the Pirates on the run line, so I might have even missed the price, but that's the move right now. Just want to let everyone know. And also a move here in this game. I'll move the total up 20 cents or 10 cents here to 8 over 20 or so. You got Max Fried still probably about $1.60 in this one. And widely reported. The funny thing is, the widely reported steam on this game did come in on the under, but there is no doubt we're seeing a little bit of move back to the over here as this one trickles over 8 right now for sure. For Max Fried, he's been awesome. He's got a 1.59 ERA in his last 4 starts, and the Braves are 8-3 with Fried. He has 1 career start against Boston, 2 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. For Crawford, hasn't been that good of late. 5.79 ERA in his last 5 starts and an 0-3 record. The Red Sox are just 3-9 with Cutter Crawford on the mound this season. Boston has lost 6 of their last 10. They're also just 1-8 in series openers this season. Boston's gone under in 13 of their last 17 games. The Braves have gone under in 9 of their last 11. Fried's gone under in 7 of his last 8. And Crawford's gone under in 7 of his last 9. I'll take the Braves on the run line. Don't want to give anything away here, but I'll take the Braves maybe to roll this one with Max Fried. Big edge there, maybe at starting pitching. Fried maybe can mow these guys down. That's a lot of under trend. Here today. All right. And let's see. I want to maybe throw a little bit of something in here. Haven't just saw some action come in here on the Calder Cup playoffs. We're in the conference finals for the 2 teams right now, and I saw the Milwaukee Admirals kind of catching some steam. They lost both the first 2 games to Coachella, so they're down 2-0. But that game is tonight, and Milwaukee here back home, minus $1.20 right now. They are taking some pretty significant action against Coachella Valley tonight. Hershey leads the Eastern Conference 2-0 with a pair of overtime wins so far. Your AHL update. Give me the Braves in this one. We need a little something extra to bet on maybe tonight. Maybe we could roll with Milwaukee at home. All right. Thomas is on Atlanta. Dre is on the under. Luis is on Atlanta run line. So is Ron here. And Justin, Braves first 5. You got Fried, just 5-4-2 in the first 5 so far. Sometimes he ends up in a pretty tough pitching matchup. Crawford, 4-5-3 in the first 5 this season. Atlanta, 31-19 in the first 5. Meanwhile, Boston, they've actually been one of the best first 5 teams in relation to their overall record this season. Boston is 32-20-8 so far this season in their 60 games. That's 62%, right? 61%, and they're a 500 ball club so far. So first 5, Boston pretty good, but I'll grab the Braves run line here for the game. Solo, Braves, Red Sox. I'm not saying that Solo's picks all of a sudden Solo's giving us great picks for the better part. It feels like 2, you might have been here from day 1. It feels like Solo. That's really what makes me most excited and proud to have you on Team Steam and the site too. Feels like almost like a day 1 or to a certain extent. So that has really made my day here. Okay. What else? Darren on the under. Got over 100 of you here today. Really appreciate it. Honored that you're here on the 40,000 subscriber juggernaut Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Here's the Tigers taking on. We've seen a few picks from the chat already, I think, on the Tigers and the Rangers in this one with Flaherty and I'll call it Dane Dunning. I think, it is Dane Dunning here in this one. And I think the price was a little late in coming out, but we're looking at the Tigers here, a slight favorite on the road, total 7.5. Widely reported steam did come in on Detroit in this game with Flaherty. For Detroit, they come in right now with a record of 30-30. Texas 29-31. So even matchup. Flaherty a 2.33 ERA in his last 3 starts. For Dunning, a 4.34 ERA in his last 4 starts. Texas is 6-3 with Dunning on the mound. The Rangers, they're heating back up. They won 5 of their last 7, but Detroit has won 7 of their last 10. Detroit now over in 20 of their last 28 games. Hello, Detroit. The Rangers have gone under in 15 of their last 19 and under in 4 straight Dunning starts, but certainly startling there. The Tigers, you got to think, yeah, pitching maybe not so great, but the bats have been, certainly okay for the Tigers. Now, this one could be a little bit of a tough matchup for guys like Vierling and maybe Ursula and Canna as well, but I want to take Detroit here, actually, in a near pick 'em against the Rangers in this one. I'm not necessarily worried about that. If I can get the production I need here in a close game, let's see if you guys got anything in this one. Showing, a lot of support for the under here, but let's see here. Justin's got the Rangers team total over. Here's Thomas on the Tigers. Darren's on the Rangers as well. And I want to say hello and welcome to No, Perfectly Imperfect has been with us, I believe, a couple of times. Actually, I can't say that. I can only say, actually, the Tony's Picks YouTube channel is up to 41,500. So if I said 50, that would be, or I should say, we're heading for 50. Thanks, Kay. Thanks, Knowledge is Key. Where is Kay today? I just saw Key and I thought of Kay, our great posters. Well, all right. Fernando's on Texas here in this one. Okay. I don't think I'm going to get much support for my Detroit. Well, maybe I did there, right? No, looks like it's Rangers necessarily. There's Kay. She was just watching today and, had to had to chime in. You can watch just sometimes. Kay does watch more, but all right, let's go with it. I'm gonna take the Tigers. I believe that there will be plenty of support here. This team came in on Detroit. I'm gonna take Detroit. I think we'll see good pitching performance here from Flaherty, and Dunning at home will be much better. I think maybe. Well, no, I'll stop talking about the total just in case. Just in case it makes my card. And I would say, hint, hint, I'm not quite sure yet, but it's close on that one. Let's get our Imanaga update and get rolling here with the show. We've got the game, and I'm going to have to. Oh, the total here, though, looks right on, actually, with the White Sox and flexing Cubs here with Imanaga. Yeah, maybe Imanaga came back down to earth. Maybe, like I said, I was giving the Cubs a hard time, right? And so were the Cubs fans about how the pitching staff was. I thought I was just, observing. I really wasn't listening to what was being said by Cubs fans, by media. Sometimes I'm not in tune with that. I just go day by day, handicapping them. I read a lot. But as it turned out, I think that, maybe I had one there on that. So let's see if there's anything here. Ron says lay 2.5 with the Cubs here today. Okay, I'll do it. Don't have to tell me twice. And Justin here today. He's got Tommy Pham here. What's that? Is that to get a hit? I'm going to take the Cubs here to roll. I'll take them on the run line. Flexen is a 7.86 ERA in his last 4 starts. Chicago is 2-8 in his starts this year. He has a 7.56 ERA in 3 starts against the Cubs. Imanaga here, 2.64 ERA in his last 5 starts. Cubs are 8-2 with Imanaga. He's gone under in 8 of 10 starts. Widely reported steam did come in on the under in this one. We'll tell you this. almost to a letter. And you watch Tony's videos, right? Every day. Hopefully you do, especially. But Tony, comes out with that video well before these steam moves are out, right? And the steam moves are going to be the moves of the Sharps almost to the letter on Tony's totals today. The Sharps came in and hit those same totals, and Tony's been hot. So just want to mention a few of them from the videos with Tony last night. Tony on his video gave out some totals, and the steam came in on those totals today. So Tony's been clicking, and this was one of them. The video, he liked the under. Steam's come in on the under here. In fact, right now I'm showing it at still mostly nines though, but we were right here on the air when that one came out. And another good one he had was Braves and Red Sox under. The steam came in under there with Fried and Crawford. So let's just say another few picks here with Luis on the White Sox run line. You'll take the White Sox run line. Okay, yeah. Well, I think we pointed that out, but I want to say it again. Oh, no, maybe we didn't. Ron's ready for a little WNBA. We will cover it. In fact, or Ron, I made my video. I don't want to make Ron go watch the videos. I'm gonna give out my pick again in the game with the Liberty and the Sky, because I think I'm gonna have a couple of premiums again today in the WNBA. So I'm gonna rehash the picks here a little bit. And I want to say hello to an SMS First Flick, who has a pick here also. Taking the White Sox. Hey, I guess if anything, if you're going to look to take a team that's a little bit overmatched, right? We know the White Sox have been just awful, lost 15 of 16. If you're going to do it, though, right, maybe against the Cubs, they can come through in this one. But, okay. Cardinals and Astros. This one has taken plenty of steam. It looks like to the over right now. I don't think 8.5 over 15's out there anymore, is it? Right now, I'm showing this one. So there are some nines. There is still some 8.5 overs, but it's 8.5 over 25 now at least, or mostly 9 under 15 or 20. It feels like at this point, but that is a move to the over, with these two young pitchers here going with Palante going up against Arrighetti. Now, Palante was good in his first start. He blanked the Reds for 6 innings and looked very, very sharp. The Cardinals have lost 3 of 4. They've gone under in 7 of their last 8 games. For Arrighetti, a 3.52 ERA in his last 4 starts. Houston has won 3 straight at home with Arrighetti. We said, maybe if he could just, get some stability, you're going to find a little bit better success at home. And right now, this young pitcher is pitching as well as he has. No doubt about it. He's going to be favored here. So almost feels like all of a sudden where the Astros were maybe overpriced there. Now the Cardinals have been hot, so let's not look too much into it. I mentioned losing 3 of their last 4, but they were scorching before that. Astros have gone under in 10 of their last 12 games. So both these clubs currently going under. I tried to go under yesterday and got beat with a total with that the late surge there for Houston. They went and played some long ball late, trailing in the game, and end up hitting some big bombs. So I've got the over again in this one. Maybe this one is one where I've lost a little confidence in this series, and I'm ready to go the other way after losing last night. I will say this. I'm figuring handicappers are going to be on the Cardinals at plus money today here, the way I see it. And the Sharps may also want to take them here. Maybe they like Palante in this one. And let's see what else we got here. Dre is on the over. And here, let's see. SMS likes the Cards here, and so does Luis. Justin likes the over. Hello to Ray Otachi. And SMS says, yeah, the Astros are overvalued. Oh, still. Okay. All right. No way laying 145. Okay. See, I was like, man, and because I haven't seen you too much around First Flick. So the thing I've been saying about the Astros on the air, right? We've been kind of saying, wow, they are lined every night like they're still the Astros of old, often. And maybe that's what you're saying here as well. I just thought, man, the Cardinals are pretty hot. This is about as it feels like as inexpensive as the Astros have been in some of these games. Joseph Alvarado here today. All right, give me the over in this one. I know these starters have looked pretty good, but maybe I'm just a little on tilt from last night's game. Here's the Reds and the Rockies with Frankie Montas going up here in this one against Ty Block. And we've already seen a pretty big move to the under in this game. In fact, the widely reported steam came in on the under, but we still see some 11 unders out there. And I don't know. I had the over here on the show yesterday. I kind of wanted to go with an over here again on the show, but maybe the steam that came in had me a little bit worried. And I don't always like to go over in Colorado games. It kind of feels like a cop out sometimes. I mean, sometimes you got to do it. But it's not like the Rockies are always rolling overs at home anymore. For the Rockies here in this one with Ty Block, he comes in with a 3.71 ERA in his last 5 starts. The Rockies have gone over in 5 of their last 6 games. Reds here with Montas, a 5.53 ERA in his last 5 starts. He has a 5 ERA in 3 career starts against Colorado. Cincinnati's 3-7 behind Montas, favored on the road here. Colorado's 3-2 with Ty Block. So I don't know. The volatility always has me kind of gravitating towards Colorado in these situations. Now, Block, 3 career starts against Cincinnati, 6.27 ERA and an 0-1 record. And the Rockies have lost 3 straight. I better just take the over here in this one. I'm not going to mess around yet necessarily with Colorado, but as a dog, man, I'd probably want to still gravitate to the Rockies. Here, let's see here. Here's Luis on the Rockies. Justin going over. Dre going over. And First Flick leaning to the Rockies here. Thomas is on the Rockies. It's heavy on the Rockies, it feels like all of a sudden. Will Thomas rule on a Rockies? Yeah, it's only 3. I don't know what the criteria is, but Joseph on the Rockies. And we might have a consensus Rockies without me even participating. So check out Tony's video too if you want to add one more, Thomas. Okay. We have 4 consensus. Okay. Solo says that Rockies do feel super public here today. Yeah, I'm showing right now. Looks like 3 out of every 4 tickets. A lot of people don't like the calculations here necessarily. In fact, one line service is reporting it completely the other way, so you never know. Sharps on the Rockies, says Twisted. Now that's my job. I'm supposed to say who the Sharps are on here. I've actually got them a little bit on the Reds, but not heavy enough that I could say that I'm. And again, it's purely speculative. No one's ever right or wrong. Twisted says the Sharps are on the Rockies. I feel like the action's been on the Reds with the Sharps so far. Just a little bit of steam, and it's terrible steam. I mean, I would not trust any steam right now on the Reds. So if that says anything about what Twisted is saying, I'd probably prefer the dog there too. St. Louis first 5 here for Darren. But Reds money line. You should get paid at double for that, Darren, if you hit that right, or quadruple. They should, have a same game parlay where if you're willing to go one team in the first 5 and the other team money line, that's two different games. Okay, duh. Okay, and let's see here. I like this public dog. Public dog. I love that. I love a good public dog. All right, let's get into my Padres. I lost yesterday. Trust me, I'm your Padres man. They'll do it today for sure. Well, it didn't work out in the game yesterday against the Halos. Waldron pitched good. It was 2-1 final. Padres couldn't get any offense together. And man, the handicappers, by the end of the day, it was all Padres, man. I tell you, you could not hardly find a capper on the Angels. Interestingly, to me, the steam kind of came in on the Angels. So, but the cappers were heavy on the Padres yesterday. Now, they will start a rookie here today. Want to mention who was mentioning the Liberty game, because they are getting steamed right now in the game against Connecticut. I'll go ahead and say it now since, or no, I guess they were out. You guys were asked. I'm sorry. Start over. The Liberty are getting steamed right now against the Sky. There was a question in the chat from a very regular poster, one of my favorites, asking, who do you like, Liberty or Sky? I gave out the Sky again last night. Right now, the Liberty are getting steamed. They were 7.5, and now they are 8 at Bovada. They're 8.5 at Circa. So if you do like the Liberty, they were 6.5. Now they're going to be 8. So I don't have to tell you twice. If you like the Liberty, you might want to try to get them here now. I don't think the line's coming back. If you like the Sky like I do, maybe you can wait a little bit. Either way, I think that just came in across the high-speed sports wire here. Liberty getting steamed here right now against the Sky tonight. All right, back to the Padres here and the Angels. They're starting a rookie pitcher because the Padres have pitching problems. So I really appreciate the people talking about how the Padres are poised maybe to make a run. Maybe this is the time for the Padres. I love it. I love hearing that. But they are going to be here next 10 days. No Darvish, going to miss a start or two. Musgrove on the disabled list, going to miss a start or two. The offense, Luis Ariz out of the lineup here, I believe. Let me see. I didn't see if they had anything on his status today. Let me see here. Still questionable with that arm problem right now for today's game. So we'll see here. But he did not start on Monday and did not make an appearance with an injury currently to his arm. So, that probably not a long-term problem, but certainly here, if he does miss another game in the Padres offense, not necessarily clicking at this point. So hopefully, he'd like to play defense here, but we could see him back. I don't think it is a major injury here. Let's get your comments. I'll talk about the game a little more, but the pitching did their job. Brent's here today. They should have won. Our Tom's on the Padres. Thomas is going to take the Angels in this one with Sandoval. Let's make it clear. Padres facing a left-hander here. For Mazer, he's making his major league debut. He was at a 7.11 ERA in AAA. It's not good, but Sandoval hasn't been great. He's got a 6.23 earned run average in his last 4 starts. The Angels have lost 9 of their last 12. The Padres have still won 10 of their last 17 games. I want to take them again here today. I'm probably going to do so. See here, Luis is on the Padres. Justin has a prop. I'll make sure. I think I've already spilled the beans. Not feeling great about my Padres after yesterday, but I'll try him back here today. We'll see about Mazer. There's, definitely some bad numbers. Uh, there is some positive reports with this guy. He's kind of being forced in here though right now. But after seeing yesterday's game, I really want to kind of go under again, but the young pitching has me a little bit concerned. Here's Fernando. He's got a first five here on the Angels. Well, you got Sandoval. He's 3-9 in the first five. The Angels are 20-35-5 in the first five, but there'll be a toss up here probably. Oh, maybe I hope so, Mike. But it's still a 500 team. They're not really actually playing that awful. If anything, they it feels like they're playing a little bit better than their record at this point. I've been pleasantly pleased in a way. Rays on the Angels. Brent maybe over. Twisted under, however. Solo on the under. I can't get over this Solo situation. Can't wait to see more. I saw videos of Solos on some YouTube shorts this morning. Did a great job. I saw him solo. In fact, let me see where I wrote that down. I actually wrote the one down that I saw you pick. It was you know what it was? It was that WNBA. I watched that WNBA. I think I can get, can I give it out solo your play that I saw go watch YouTube and type in the OG, you can find Solo's play on there. WNBA total, which I love, obviously. And it's one of the games that I didn't put in my premium. I have two WNBA totals, and I did not put this one on just yet. And I don't want to give it away one way or the other because, who cares if I give away my my premiums? Nobody cares, but I do want you to purchase them and support me here on the channel. Again, when you buy my picks, we're going to try to win. I'll give it out. Oh, do is under Washington. Actually, I wanted to wait for the WNBA segment. Under in Washington and Connecticut. We'll talk about it here in just a minute because we're almost done with baseball. Give me the Padres here in this one. Giants and Diamondbacks, couple left-handers here, and Kyle Harrison going up against Walston. They got a couple of left-handers in a night game with Arizona at home. It's going to be hard to tell me not to take the under in this one without, kind of looking at Harrison's numbers. Pretty bad, certainly. 6.75 ERA in his last four starts. The Giants back Harrison with some offense. They're 8-1 with Harrison in the last 9 starts, but the Giants all of a sudden have lost 5 games. The pitching has kind of gone south in a way. They've gone over in 14 of their last 20. Now, Walston went 4 2/3 against Miami in his major league debut. Well, Arizona's won 3 straight right here and have gone under in 7 of their last 10. So even with those Giants numbers, I'm probably going to end up with an underplay here with the Giants and the Diamondbacks with 2 left-handers going in Arizona tonight. I would imagine that Walston could go out there and do a pretty good job here, it feels like, against the Giants tonight. Again, they're not going to expect a lot out of him. And I still want to see more from him, but I think it might be a pretty good matchup, actually, here for Walston. And if Harrison can just do anything, I'm taking under. So is Twisted. Oh, wait a minute. That was the other game, I think. Sorry about that. Here's, I think, Dre on the under here, Luis on the Giants, Thomas on Arizona. And I'll take the under here. Let's keep it rolling. We're almost done with the show. Mariners and A's. This is when Brent doesn't like it when I go too fast. Got Kirby going here against Spence. Kirby going to be a big favorite, of course, on the road against these A's. Kirby has a 5.5 ERA, though, in his last 3 starts, and Spence has a 2.08 ERA in his last 3 starts. So you tell me. Seattle, though, has won 7 of their last 8. Oakland's lost 5 of their last 7. I would expect maybe Kirby to turn it around here a little bit. Seattle is 0-6 on the road with Kirby, but he is 3-0 in his career against Oakland in 6 starts. So I try to bring you some conflicting information, I guess, to confuse you. I'm going to take the under. I think in this one at 7.5. That's what it feels like. Maybe to me here. Going to be hard to pass up. Oakland is a dog maybe in this role. We'll see. Oakland is just 13-16 at home. So that's not bad. They've also gone under in 6 of their last 8. Few comments here. Maybe our Tom's on Oakland, Dre's on Oakland, and the A's are due, says Mike. And Luis is on the A's. If Mike's is a pick, I mean, that probably is a consensus. I don't know, Thomas. 3 for sure on the A's. Although Dre's was on the run line, so we've got to, definitely differentiate there. We can't just go. Oh, look at this. First flick says, what do you think are the top stats to focus on when handicapping games? Wow, that's a loaded question. That is a loaded question. In baseball, that's the great thing about baseball is there's a ton of stats. If you're joining here kind of for the first time, Flick, you're going to hear me talk a lot about trends. I like trends. I'm a trends kind of guy. To me, actually, if I could be that guy to give like a really bizarre answer, though, and I know what you're asking for is certainly, do I want, pitchers affect, strikeouts, ERA? To me, the most important thing in any game, and when handicapping any game, is the line. The line is the most important thing in handicapping the game. I don't mean to be, and I'm not the kind of guy that wants to always do those kind of answers. But I thought this would be a good opportunity to say that because oftentimes, right? Oh, I don't like anything in this game. Oh, XFIP, okay. Last 10, yeah. So someone will say, oh, you know what? I don't have a pick in this game. And then all of a sudden the total later on in the day is 8.5. And they're like, I still don't have a pick in this game. You'd think you'd be on the under. So, anyways, let's see. I think that valid reply, the line. Yeah, hopefully that's what you're saying. That is valid, the line. So, a lot of times what I do is I do take all of those stats, all the great stat, whatever it is from trends and all that, try to formulate my own line and then compare my line to the actual line. And then I have a play. That's why I end up on so many unders and I just can't get, I can't get off of them sometimes. I'm just like, here it is, another under. And that's what I'll take here in this game with the Mariners and the A's. Want to report some steam here right now before we move on to the WNBA. It's coming in on that Minnesota Yankees game. They are showing some steam here to the over on this one. I'm not seeing it quite yet, but they are saying the Sharps are kind of pounding 7.5s, and we might start to see we do see some 8s, but I'm not seeing much line movement. But still, reported move to the over here with Minnesota and the Yankees. Okay, let's get to the WNBA right now and talk about a few of these games. I'm really just going to rehash my picks, let you guys make some picks. My videos, I picked all the games here, and check out the video where at the end, hey, we made it through a whole show without welcome to 120 people in the chat. This might be a live record for me solo here, solo. Back when I had my old partner, we kind of smashed this mark a little bit, but appreciate everybody in here. We're going to roll these WNBA plays. Maybe this is why you're here, because I've been doing so well with my WNBA and Washington and Connecticut today. I have videos on all these games already up here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So if you want to check them out, that's cool. Maybe I could read off a few of my notes, rehash them a little bit, but I don't want to keep you. I did go with Washington here. We'll repeat Jonathan Malone's play, if I can here. He said it was okay, and I'll say a little bit more decisively now that we're in the segment. He did give out a video and said go under in this one. You look at the low total, it's got to be one of the lowest all season. Under in Washington and Connecticut. He articulated it well, with Washington coming in 0-8, Connecticut 8-0. And what he thought might happen here in this one. On my preview, I gave out the Mystics plus the points. They've been covering some numbers here despite that poor record. Look, if any team here you got to feel a little bit sorry for, it is the Mystics, right? Some of these other teams bringing it upon themselves. Yeah, the situation with Indiana is bizarre. Can't figure out what's going on, why her own team doesn't like Caitlin Clark, it looks like to me. But the Mystics, they're just unfortunate not to have their best player this season who's opted out, basically. So they've been chasing it all year. But handicappers are on Washington that I've seen here tonight, and I'm with them. Give me Washington and take the under, says Solo. Yeah, a couple injuries here, no doubt, for Washington with Austin and Sykes out here in this one. But to be fair, Connecticut has Mo Jefferson out too, key player. So Connecticut won 84-77 back on May 17th for their sixth straight win over Washington. Next up, Liberty taking on the Sky. And we did have one of my favorite posters ask, who do you like? I like the Sky again. Maybe I just can't get off the Sky at this point. I'm sure some people will think that I have them overrated. And, well, I guess I'm embracing here's the crazy thing, right? Remember the controversy with this is all the drama in the WNBA. That's all we have. But I do like some of the angles. But remember and maybe it was just a poor choice of words, but the LA Times reporter, he called the LSU team a little bit of a derogatory name. It was clean, but it was not clean. But now all of a sudden, as a professional, Reese is kind of saying, you know what? I am that person. I am the villain. I'll look back in 20 years and say, you know what? I was a big force in that league, but just be careful what you wish for here. You better back up your play with, you better back it up with your play. Seattle's covered 3 straight. They've won 4, or I'm sorry. Chicago is 4-3 against the spread. New York 7-2, 2-7 against the spread, 1-6 against the spread. Their last 7. I've been critical of the Liberty's defense. They've definitely improved right now, second in points and field goal percentage. I believe they will move down from that. New York finally covered when that game against Indiana on Sunday. They crushed them pretty good. Chicago off the loss to Indiana. Cardoso did play and look good, 10 points. Thought they should have got it to her a little bit more. Dana Evans looking great for Chicago. I think if Evans can have a strong game, Chicago here can get the money. And I think this one could be a kind of a high-scoring game. It was 90-81 back on May 23rd in New York. Jones was in foul trouble in that one. So here we go. Let's see. We've got Justin here taking – oh, he's talking about that other game still. System play. All right. Hey, Lauren's here today. And forget, Lauren, I don't want to call you out at that play. I remember I wrote down one of your plays actually on my sheet. Trying to remember what it was the other day. Not yesterday. I don't think it was yesterday, but maybe the day before. All right. Let me see. Brent here he will still side with the Sky. And like I said, there's no doubt the Liberty did get steamed here within the last 15 minutes. And they're up to 8.5 at a lot of places. Interestingly, there's still some 7.5s out there. All right, last game here is the Mercury and the Storm. Storm, big favorites. They've covered 3 straight, won 4 straight. Although they played Indiana twice, they played Washington. They played Chicago. Phoenix snapped their 4-game losing streak with a 20-point win over LA. Phoenix is one of the teams I have rated very low here right now, and I've got Seattle to win and cover here by 7.5 or so, maybe and more. I think if you look at these lineups right now, if you look at Seattle's lineup, I know there's a lot of talk here about all the rookies, the good teams in the NBA, WNBA. Seattle feels like really the overlooked team, right? If you think about this personnel, right? Nneka Ngumake, certainly one of the biggest stars, one of the best players in the league, right? Jewel Lloyd, the leading scorer in the league last season. Skylar Diggins-Smith, maybe she's I don't know if she's over the she just had a 20-point game we hadn't seen really. It was her best game since joining the Storm late last season, and she really hadn't made much of an impact yet. And of course you have Easy Magbagor, might be the most underrated star in the league. Now, granted, she does have a tough matchup because I do rate Natasha Mack as a pretty good defensive player, but just on the Storm, I think they're probably the underlooked team that maybe they could even be. I took the Sky as a future play. I don't know if they're going to be that good enough to win it. The Storm could do something for sure. All right. That's it for the morning steam, the morning storm here today. Thank you for joining me, everybody, here on the 41,500 subscriber juggernaut, Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Join me again here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific for more free sports picks, more Steam updates. We'll try to find some other sports. I don't know what else you got. Today. The soccer crew didn't really have anything for me today, and I don't really think I know of any other games that I could even look at other than maybe a little bit more. There's more friendlies. One thing we're going to cover here, no doubt, in the next couple of weeks. If you're not into it, maybe we'll put it at the back end of the show, but I'm going to be talking Euro 24 probably every day with previews of games, the big games, at least probably every game. I mean, they don't play that many per day, but interesting games today to me. Serbia and Austria, Hungary taking on Ireland, Finland and Portugal, Turkey and Italy, Euro action today. There's also women's Euro qualification games going on as well. Those are some nice games, but nothing that we necessarily cover here yet at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages, including mine, including our other cappers, those that join us in the chat here, including Solo, including top handicapper Ron Hahn, of course, and who else always stops by that we could talk about? Of course, Steve Duncan, Pearl of Wisdom, Ronnie Crawford, of course, doubles as always as well. We see Bowen here from time to time as well in all of his videos. So just a great job. The team really stepping up here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. Check out all the videos. Thank you, everybody, to Thomas and to Twisted and his plays. Here's all the consensus, I think, from Thomas. Yep, get them, take them, screenshot them, whatever you want to do. I'll be back tomorrow with more Morning Steam. For Tony'sPicks.com, I'm Ramon Scott.
Can it be showing up with Tony T, yes, Ramon SEO. To the double T befuddling these bookies like 1, 2, 3. They tapping out and we cashing now. It's plain to see. The morning steam is the A-team, Mr. T. And I pity the fools who can't hang. Coming with real game is sort of a freight train. It's been reported bank rolls are easy to maintain. So get situated.